Hi, this is Bhupinder Tube. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I would review this microphone, which is RodeLink Filmmaker wireless microphone. 2.4 gigahertz. That means you can use it wherever, any country, without needing to have any license. It also covers 100-meter range, which is equal to 330 feet. And some of the features you can already see on here. So it is Series 2 2.4 gigahertz digital transmission, 128-bit encrypted signal, lavalier microphone included, up to 100-meter range. It requires AA battery or USB power. It has 3-level gain control. In this box there are two. One is a transmitter and one is a receiver. Obviously there is a lavalier as well. Now it's a time to unbox this. I bought it from Amazon. As you can see, there is some kind of scratches and the package doesn't look very new. There was even a bit of a damage on the side of the package, but I guess it's because it's a very old model and it was sitting in Amazon's warehouse for probably many years before it got released to me. Hopefully it's not a package that's been used before and hopefully it works. You can see here some damages on the package and the plastic looks like it's been opened before. But nevertheless, I'm gonna give it a try and hopefully it does what it says on the package. Something fell off as I took it. What is this? Quick start guide. Keep that there. Inside this box there are these two boxes and a quick start guide. This is a transmitter and this is the receiver. So let's open the receiver first. Okay, it's open. Okay, we got this out. It's massive. It's really massive. Feels very good quality. Feels like it's gonna last for a very long time. It's made up from plastic, but it feels strong and robust. Another thing we got in this box is this wire for connecting it to the DSLR camera. Another quick start guide. Okay, so now it's time to open the other box, which is the transmitter. As you can see, I have suddenly lost my audio. I was recording this review using the Saramonic Wireless microphone, but it somehow cut off at some point during my recording and I lost all my audio here, which I have to talk over the video with my Blue Yeti microphone. If you want to watch the review of the Saramonic Wireless, you can find the link in the description of this video. Let's continue. As you can see, we got a bag as well as this transmitter. Behind the transmitter there is this note of how to use the battery and the protection of this clip. Feels heavy and sturdy. If you put them two together, you can see they are quite big. There is this bag inside which looks good, and inside the bag we got this lavalier mic with a windshield. Have a closer look. We also have got a shoe for mounting on DSLR cameras, and there is another manual for reading. Inside the bag there is a clip for sticking it to your clothes, and we got another shield in the bag, smaller one. Yeah, that's it. That's all. That's what's in the bag. So to set them up we need two AA batteries for each. That means 4 batteries. In order to open them so that you could put a battery, you need to press here. There is a button you need to press and then pull it towards yourself. It's a bit tricky. Pull a bit lower and you can see I've already put 2 batteries, each one either side. And also once you open this compartment, you could see a couple of buttons here. One is to control the decibel gain. I set it to 0, but you can set it to 0, +10 and +20 This is on the transmitter. So you insert the batteries. A couple of reviews that I read said that the compartment for inserting the battery broke after using it for a few times. That's why Rode, when you open the package, you could see an instruction of how to actually put the battery in and take the battery out. Yes, they use a spring to keep the battery, which is, I think, is quite old-fashioned, and the springs are usually not very reliable for holding the battery in terms of that they don't get damaged as quickly as compared to the more modern ways of keeping the battery. You can insert the battery similarly to the receiver. So receiver and transmitter both need two AA batteries, and on the receiver you can see you can also change the sensitivity to 0, -10 or -20 decibel. So that's a huge range, because you can change 3 steps range on the receiver and 3 steps range on the transmitter, compared to the compact Go, which only gives you 3 range. This gives you 6 different ranges. In order to turn this receiver on, you just hold your finger on this button, and now it's trying to find the transmitter, and you need to hold your finger on the transmitter. It finds channel 8, so it is linked to channel 8. I think it has got 8 channels. That means you can connect this receiver to 8 transmitters, which I think is impressive. In my case, the receiver and transmitter were not paired the first time I set it up. To make them paired, I pressed this red button in the back end on the receiver, and then it started blinking. I pressed the same thing on the transmitter, and once you press the both red buttons, it starts looking for each other and then it starts pairing. Another feature on the receiver is that it shows the battery level. As you can see, it shows that the battery level is quite low on the transmitter. To be frank, I didn't use it that much, but looks like the battery finish is pretty quick. This button here you can use to change the channels, and this is for muting it. If you press it once, it mutes and it becomes red in here to tell you whatever you're recording not gonna record. So on the side of the receiver you can see 3.5mm jack for connecting this to your DSLR or any other recorder, and you got a USB connector here. First, when I bought it, I thought the USB connector would charge an internal battery, but this doesn't come with an internal battery. What this means is that you need to get another power source and then connect that power source to the transmitter or to the receiver. Either of them got this USB charge, so you need a battery pack like this that I've got, and then you connect the cable to the battery pack, and then you connect the other cable to here. In the package you will not get the cable, and you can see now it is green and discharged. And let's see the battery here. You can see now the transmitter battery shows as if it is full because I've connected using this external battery. So to connect the lavalier, you just plug in the 3.5mm jack, and then you turn the thingy. I don't know what's that called. Thingy is a good name. So when you rotate it, it becomes secure, which is a good, I think, thing, that it will be secure, and in the middle of your recording it would not cut off. So this is now ready to be attached to your body. And the receiver, you also just connect this end where you can see this circular thing to the side, and then just rotate it to make it secure. And you can see it's now tight. Inside the bag there was this thing as well for connecting it to the gear. Now I'm recording using my Sony RX100 just to show you how you can connect the receiver to the SLR. So this end you got this shoe which goes on top, and then you turn the shoe. Kind of like this part, it feels quite a good design, the shoe to the DSLR. And on the other side you should have a 3.5mm jack, and you just plug that in. In order to connect the clip to the microphone, you need to press this down and then pull this in and then leave it, and then it will be secure here. And now we can insert the windshield. Goes pretty easily, and you can connect this other end to your clothes, and we are ready to go. So after connecting, in order to check that you are recording the sound, what you need to do is to press this button once, and once you press that, you can see when I talk, these things appear which shows that it can hear sound from the receiver, and the channel that it can hear is channel 8, which is matches this transmitter channel. So if I press again, you can see this is channel 8 and it matches the receiver. So one mistake I've done was this end which shows the display should be on the other side, so you need to have it in this direction. This part should be in front of the camera and this part should be at the end of the camera. It's because it has got two antennas hidden behind this plastic casing, so the direction where you point your receiver and the direction where you point your transmitter are important, so they need to be facing each other as much as they could to increase the connectivity. Don't forget to turn it off by holding the power button, otherwise your battery would drain pretty quick. And now it's turned off. So I have come to Lake District to test this microphone, this wireless microphone, and I'm gonna walk 100 meters away from the microphone. 100 meters is approximately 330 feet. So each step I take, I count, and each step is 1 feet. So I'll come near to the camera so that it will start from next to the camera. As you can see, the transmitter is attached to my front, but when I'm walking, my back would be to the camera. So I'm starting the process. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But 330 is a lot, so I'm not gonna count 330. So I'm just gonna walk, and approximately we will know. I walk until you would tell me that it's very far. I'm kind of out of range. Can you still see me? So I'm walking, you know. Obviously the transmitter is to my side. It's not ready to. So I'm going further and further. It would be very interesting if this would record my sound, but again, you can use your phone connected to the microphone to record your voice, but it would not transmit, but it would not record the sound. To you. I think this is a pretty long distance, so if you'll be recording this, that would be great. So now I'm walking back towards the camera, and transmitter is right in front of me. So as I'm walking close to the camera, if it is recording, we would know, and that would be amazing, because this is amazing. Recording. I got a windshield on as well. So let's just talk and walk in Lake District. Such a nice weather today. I thought it would be fantastic to come out and also to test this microphone. It doesn't come cheap, but hopefully it works well, which is all that matters. Because if you buy something very cheap and it doesn't work, what's the sense of having that thing in the first place? Something that works is important. That's the first thing, that it will work. So I was walking back, and if it was working, then we would know that it was working, and it would be fantastic. As you saw, the connectivity on the clip was very good. Even I went very far and you could barely see me in the horizon, but you could still hear me. It means the connectivity was good, especially when I turned around and the transmitter was in front of me, which was pointing to the receiver. As I was keep walking, you could still hear me quite well. I'm really impressed with the connectivity of this microphone. Yes, the sound quality is also good. It's quite loud. You could hear me quite clearly, but I think it's a bit too sensitive, which means it hears more inhalation, which is my major problem with Rode microphones. I mean, in post editing, you probably could get rid of the inhalation, but I'm looking for a microphone that would work all the time and would not record my inhalation, which causes it's kind of a distraction. So now it's the time to run another test, which is indoor. I have some computers turned on in this room. This room is not very big, and I'll put the setting on one of them to 0 and the other -20. This means the lowest sensitivity. Hopefully this setting would prevent the recording of my inhalation, which is really the biggest drawback of using Rode products. If it could eliminate the sensitivity so that it will not record my inhalation, that's a big plus point, because it brought me to the range that I could use it more comfortably. The only downside, I think, is if the inhalation would be fixed, would be the size of it. But again, it has got space for putting the battery in, and I guess you need a big antenna to keep the connectivity of the transmitter to the receiver more robust, and it's because it's also protected in a casing, it kind of takes more space, I guess. Other than that, I think it's a good product. I think it's something that's been built to last for long. Also, I think it consumes too much energy. As I said, I don't use this a lot, and already I have to replace my battery, which it can be very expensive to just keep replacing batteries. So I suggest you, if you go with this, go with a rechargeable battery. So as I'm talking, it's recording, and this is my final test. I can turn my head around and up and the other side and see whether the quality changed. But this is an omnidirectional microphone, which means it records sound from every direction. Obviously the sensitivity is higher as you are closer to the source. During these experiments, I've tried 3 wireless microphones, 2 from Rode and 1 from Saramonic, and I was really not impressed with neither of the 3. And one of the reasons I found out was because of the way these wireless microphones are designed. They are called omnidirectional microphones, meaning they can record sound from all directions. So if you're in a noisy environment, they're gonna catch that noise. Obviously that's why they're very close to you, so that they will catch more sound from the object that is closer to them and less from the surrounding, but still, nevertheless, they capture sound from the surrounding, very much so. As compared to a cardioid or a shotgun microphone, where it just captures from the direction where microphone is pointing to. Hence, for my purposes, I'm gonna stick with a shotgun microphone, because I feel the quality is better. It doesn't record my inhalation, it doesn't capture as much noise, and the sound is richer. In the future, I might go with a lavalier microphone or lapel lavalier microphone, but not wireless, because you can connect a lavalier microphone directly to your phone and record to your phone, and then in the post editing bring that sound clip to your video and sync them, and the quality could be better, and you would be sure that it's recording. And a phone is not a big device, so you can always have it in your pocket while you're recording. The only problem would be, as I said, the syncing of the two, but I think $50 for a wired lavalier microphone compared to $240 or $300 for a wireless microphone, it makes sense to go with just a lavalier without the wireless, because all that extra cost goes to the actual it being wireless to transfer your signal from where you are to the receiver. That's the costly bit, not really the part which it records your sound and the quality that it records your sound. That's not where the cost is. The cost is the reliability of the signal where it transmits and the distance. So it's not gonna change in any ways the quality of your recording. Hence, I'm thinking having just a simple microphone wired to your phone would be the best solution if in case you still want a lavalier microphone as compared to a shotgun microphone which they use in a lot of film sets. Somebody holds the boom on the actors and that's the industry norm for the best quality sound. So if you go to Amazon, in US it costs you $400 and wireless Go costs you just $200. So it's almost twice more expensive to buy this old version of Rode wireless microphone compared to the new version which is only $200. In the UK it's discounted at the moment and you can buy it for £243. Again, going back to the same topic, for me the Filmmaker worked, it fulfilled my requirement, but the wireless Go didn't because of the 6 different settings that you can have on the Filmmaker as compared to the wireless Go, which you can only have 3 different audio gain setting. As you saw, I was able to totally eliminate the inhalation noise problem. Please let me know in the comments below which microphone you use and the reason why you want to change your microphone or shopping around to find a different microphone. I hope this video was useful. If it was, please don't forget to subscribe and I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.